Your hat's off.
Yeah, I'm going hair on this one.
Oh, that
Oh
means it's business.
boy. This is the unveiling of Ren's
the
new
hair?
hair. Here it is.
It's new. I've had the same hairstyle since high
Question
school.
mark.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
Just short?
Maybe middle school. Yeah.
This is dramatic. I look like you right now. Look at this. I got these danglers.
I know. I'm gonna get rid of the bangs, that's why.
As you look at me, you squint. I'm gonna get rid of those.
On second thought.
Mark, welcome to Text Back,
Thank you.
the show with very low stakes, where we talk all things SMS strategy. Thanks for coming on. You're a local New Yorker.
I'm a local New Jerseyan.
Sorry, we just talked about this.
Yes, we
You're
did.
a local.
Did.
I'm a local.
There we go. But you gave me some great NYC recs, including the Highline,
Highline,
which I
highly
did.
recommend.
Oh,
Did you?
do
It was wonderful.
Great day.
Got Blue Bottle Coffee and walked the Highline.
Oh, nice.
I love that the city has invested in that.
I know.
The world needs to be more like that, where we prioritize beautiful
Little
things.
nature.
So anyway,
Nice.
thanks for the recs. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'd love to just talk through some kind of the strategies that you work with around the Black Friday, Cyber Monday season. What changes? Like, how do you pivot? What, in your mind, kind of transitions from like standard procedure as an SMS operator into like it's go time? Like, what are some of the big staple things that kind of become top of mind for you?
Yeah, I think starting first, just looking at the basics of automations, I think there's a couple of kind of underrated automations and just kind of experiences merchants should be thinking more about. So one kind of automation that's a bit underrated and underutilized that tends to really help is something called the link-clicked retargeting automation. So in short, anybody that's engaged with a link in an SMS text but has not purchased, it's basically just an extension to all of your campaigns and helps that engagement go further and drive conversions that otherwise would not have happened. And something I think folks should be thinking about just all year long, but particularly around BFCM, is just their post-purchase experience. So around BFCM, you're getting a lot of first-time purchasers. So to help kind of combat that one and done problem of people showed up, maybe they bought a gift, maybe you're not your core buyer, but continue that conversation after they made a purchase, drive a delightful experience with FAQs, recs, how to best get the best experience out of your product to keep them around as a customer and get that second and third and fourth purchase.
If a merchant was like, I love this idea of like upgrading our post-purchase automation, we don't have time to do it. Mark, create it for us. Tell us what to do. Do you have a formula for that? Like, is there a couple of best practices if you were to tell people, update this for BFCM, here are a few, whether it's 2 or 3, and what might those look like in the automation?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it can sound overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be super intricate. The first thing I would think about is your first-time buyer, people who've making their first purchase ever, and people who've made a repeat purchase. Especially thinking about those people who've made their first purchase. Again, that's when you want to provide some additional educational, depending upon what you sell. So if you sell like a nutritional product, how to best use it, when to use it, tips, recipes, things along those lines to make sure people, either for themselves or when they give a gift, get the best experience out of it as possible. For people who've made a repeat purchase, and if you have a subscription program, then think about how can you move them along the line to go from just an infrequent buyer to more of a subscription buyer. So relatively easy things to do, and just thinking about how do I maintain my first-time buyers and get them to second, and for people who've made a purchase, how do we get them into a long-time subscription or a regular recurring purchase cadence?
Got it. So we're talking about, if we were to shift away from people that purchased to, let's say, people that joined your list during BFCM and they have not purchased, but Cyber Monday's over, they're new, so you don't want to ignore them. Like, what are some good ways to target them and ultimately like really try and get them to convert, still within the holiday shopping season?
Yep.
Like, what are some best practices there?
Yeah, I think like your classic example of this, of I sign up, I'm looking for gifts, I'm ready to make a purchase and I get distracted or I procrastinate and I don't buy during that key window, but I still need things. It's getting towards the end of the season, I still have gifts to buy. So I think thinking about people who signed up, viewed a product or clicked a text during that window, but still have not made that purchase, and getting ahead of shipping deadlines. So, hey, you got 2 days to go. If you're going to buy this thing, you better get it now or you're going to miss out. 1 day to go, day of, making sure that procrastinators and last minute shoppers like me still get that gift they're looking for actually on time for the holiday season.
So well-rounded, these answers.
Right?
Thank you.
Wasn't
So
that a nice
polished.
little flow I just did?
Well done.
The
I like
R.
thinking about it ahead of time, putting it together.
Yeah,
Nice touch.
look at that, we did it.
So anything else top of mind for you that you'd like recommend for merchants that aren't in your book, but if you could just tell them like one thing to do, or maybe something not to do that a lot of
Yeah,
people
that's
maybe have like a misconception about around BFCM.
Yeah.
One thing not to do is never turn off acquisition strategies. So I think a lot of merchants look at, okay, we want to optimize the site conversion as much as possible. So we want to remove any barriers to entry. Like let's take the pop-off off the site. So any like tiny change that would have on conversion rate, and honestly for anybody I've seen do it, it has negligible, if any, effect. You miss out on all the acquisition from both the SMS and the email side. That's just going to carry your program throughout the rest of the year. So that's a big one to never do. And then something to think about ahead of BFCM is things like time tests. So we have a recommended send time here at Postscript. You could also A/B test like AM versus PM. Start getting some learnings now of what times of day resonate most with your subscribers as you're planning out your campaigns throughout the holiday season.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Thanks, Mark.
You got it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark.
That was easy.
That was too easy. Things rarely go this smoothly for us.
All right,
so
I'll take it.
You might be the smoothest episode of the day.
You should get an award for that.
I think you will.
should.
You got your reward. You got to be the first to see his hair today.
That's a win. I think there should be like a VIP first to see hair Slack channel. And I'll be
In the edit
member
of,
number one.
In the edit of this episode, you're just gonna hear my voice, but it's gonna be on you and Mark. I'm gonna be disembodied.
Or we'll have it float across the
Or
screen.
we'll
on
crop
the
it
bottom.
right here. We're gonna crop that.
Put your hair on my head, maybe.
Oh, we could try that.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
I like that.